My name is Kat Venus, and this is Aphrodite Set Free. Lately, I've been feeling like a damsel in distress. I'm going to talk about my own experience, what I'm going through right now, and I'm going to learn and teach and try to practice what I preach. So, a damsel in distress. She's stressed out, and it's so important for us as women to rely on ourselves, to save ourselves, because I've also learned recently how unsafe it is to be saved by somebody else. That's not a safe position to be in. The safest position is when we take care of ourselves, we save ourselves. We take the masculine and the feminine inside of us and marry them. And we rely on this as for our grounding. Now, lately what's been going on is that I'm moving and I am going to be standing on my own 2 feet in a way I never have before. And I'm going into uncharted territory, to say the least. And with that, there's pressure, there's time pressure of what feels like a time crunch. And there's also this pressure of being told different and outside opinions that don't coincide with my heart. And I think that this is something that's very normal for us, that we have our dreams, we have our wishes, and then the world, our parents, our mothers, our aunts, our cousins, our friends, they have their perceptions on what's realistic, and they will tell us what's realistic for them. But I'm learning that I don't need to measure what's realistic for me based off of what's realistic for somebody else. We're all different. We all have different dreams, and we all have different abilities and capabilities and desires. And I'm learning to not throw away my desires for what somebody else tells me is reasonable. I'm going to go after what I want. And that's the masculine in me protecting the feminine. And so with all this, I'm going to give an example. And I'll tell you, I've been looking for a job. And when I first started to look for a job, before I even started looking, I had this idea in my mind that it would just fall into my lap, the right one. It was going to be easy. And then I inquired about it, and I was told it's going to take effort. It's not going to be easy. We create our own realities. And so, what happened? I allowed this to infiltrate my kingdom, and it did become hard. And I forgot what I would practice. I forgot to practice what I preached to you guys, which is energy first. I forgot. I got wrapped up in it. I got worried. And then I started to use effort above energy, which is the exact opposite of what I've been telling you guys to do, what I've been telling myself to do, what I've been learning how to use energy, how it is so much more effective. But I allowed myself to believe something that didn't align with what my heart knew to be truth. We have truth inside of us. And it's important that the damsel, which is truth, that she is protected by her knight, by this masculine energy that is protective and strong and courageous. The heart is courageous. With all that being said, what I'm trying to say is I was reminded, my heart remembered to focus on the energy first. And this will take us from being a damsel in distress to a damsel that is detached from outcome. She isn't focusing on strategy. She's allowing herself to be guided by her intuition and flow with life and trust life. And by trusting life in this way, we are trusting ourselves. And this is a big step for me because I've never really trusted myself before. And that keeps us from being the playful damsel laying in the field picking wildflowers, and instead keeps us as the damsel trapped in the tower that is our own mind, our own making. And that mother energy is keeping us in the tower, not the divine mother energy, but the mother energy that is the toxic perfectionism, overly protective to the point of constraint on dreams and crushing, shrinking rather than expanding. This toxic mother energy is something that I've dealt with in myself for a long time now. She is constricting. She's focused on perfectionism over energy, the performance over the wonder, that natural damsel-esque wonder that is free. She just wants to run through the fields and go where the wind takes her. But the mother energy, she wants to make sure that things are set, that things look a certain way. And that's not conducive for growth, for imagination, for magic in our lives. I feel like a lot of our lives now, it can be tricky because we get shown things from the outside and we perceive looks, appearances. We perceive visual, and we put a lot of, or at least the mother energy in myself, and I think in the collective, we put a lot of precedence, a lot of weight on how things look, and we forget how beautiful it is to just be a woman, to just be a girl, to feel that energy of joy, the joy that is naturally inside of us. And so we become stiff and rigid and performative. For example, I've made a lot of piano videos in the past, and oftentimes I become more rigid when I put that camera on and I put the light on. I feel the light on me, versus when I'm playing by myself, I'm more in the flow. I will kind of stop breathing. And I'm learning more and more how to breathe while I play piano in front of the camera, how to breathe while I talk to you guys while I'm on camera. Be natural. Think of it like this. I would compare it in Friends. We all love Rachel in Friends, and Monica is beautiful too. There is this sense, this toxic mother energy that Monica carries. We can feel it. And it might be her actress too. It might have been her actress at the time. It's more rigid. It's physically beautiful. But there's this stiffness where with Rachel, she's very natural. And I'd compare it kind of like that, where you can clearly see it's not about the looks. It's about how does it feel? And I think that to be a damsel that's detached is to be flowing and not resistant to life. She's receptive, and honestly, it is not about how she looks. Obviously, I love beauty, but we should open our minds to what is beautiful, because there's such beauty in unique things, and it's all about the energy that's carried behind it. You know, like you can see somebody rock an outfit that doesn't make any sense. It's put together on them, but for some reason, them wearing it, it's really great. And it's because they like the way it looks on them. They are having fun with life. So even during stressful times, when we're the damsel in distress, we can transform it into being detached by having fun and being free and trusting, letting go of how it should look and focusing on how do we feel, and trusting that to guide us. For me, it would be remembering while I'm going through things that it's a great opportunity to feel all the feelings that arise and be present with them. That's divine mother energy, holding that space, nurturing those feelings of stress that come up and being fully present, feeling them fully, and just being with myself. That's divine mother energy, and that's going to release the damsel, and that then her and her knight, the masculine and feminine inside of us, can be together, and we save ourselves that way. And honestly, when we do this, when we save ourselves, we are truly safe in the home that is inside of ourselves, the kingdom's fields that lie within ourselves, in our hearts. That's what I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching and being here. Please leave a comment about what you think. If you're going through anything right now, I'd love to support you. We can support each other in the comment section. Sending you guys love.